City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, home to the Trailblazers, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Taking a look at Houston. Here's Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
You know, Brent, when you think of Devin Booker, you immediately think scoring. But he's become, as time goes on, an excellent facilitator as well.
Well, I think he's learning to do that, Kevin, because of the playing time that he's getting. And the defenses that he has seen in the early part of his career have been quite unique. You know, 2 out of the first 3 years that he played in the NBA, he's averaging over 20 points. So the passing part of his game, the more feel part of his game, it's coming along nicely. And that's how you set up your teammates, done with a little bit of flair.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. To the middle. Kicks it out to Johnson. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Portland with the ball. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson.
You feel like he's wasting all of his energy on the offensive end of the floor, and that there might be a letdown on the defensive end for Westbrook. Say it ain't so. He's just too competitive for that.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
There's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose, and I love the energy on this play.
To the inside. Stolen by McGee. Here's Grant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Grant's got his second basket of the night. On the wing, Johnson. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now here's Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Esteban Lay. Jordan knocks it away.
There is no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there. Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trailblazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense now in his 7th year with the Blazers. They've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
And with Terry Stotts last year, there were some rumblings about his job after the sweep.
Might have been a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Remember, Portland slid into that 3rd seed with how close it was in the Western Conference, and that might have added a bit more pressure. But Portland does not have a lot of flexibility with their roster. Somehow Terry Stotts gets to 50 wins in any given year. So it might have been a poor decision, and they saw through that, and he's back for this season.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And taken away by Johnson. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Portland, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Well, entering the league, Devin Booker really had some troubles on the defensive end. So as much as we talk about offensively him trying to get better, on the defensive end he needs to learn how to be in better positions.
Outside Pippen. And stolen by Biyombo. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovic. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Now here's Jordan. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Man, we all saw that right there. Is he part feline? Cat-like quickness and elevation from Westbrook.
And with Booker's defense, Brent, still being a work in progress, the advantage is he is still very young.
Well, the coaches have really simplified the game plan on the defensive end. So you do things like jumping ahead of the screen or pushing down the screen and start to corral guys into areas. That's helping Devin Booker establish some more confidence on the defensive end.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Redick with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And the basket is good. Dinwiddie's got 8.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Like how high Westbrook is elevating there, goes up strong inside, and he feels like converting that shot's not a problem.
Johnson goes in. Pass to Vonleh. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
A 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Vonleh was the 9th overall pick in that highly anticipated draft class of 2012.
And both free throws good for Vonleh.
Take a look at the history of the Portland Trailblazers, and part of the NBA since 1970, and the phrase Rip City, which has stuck with the team ever since winning that title back in 1977.
Trailblazers trailed by 4. Here's Johnson. Pass to Vonleh. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Pippen.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and the shots are going all over the place in this period.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Redick. It's stolen by Johnson. Broke off. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's J.J. Redick making things happen for Houston. And it was from 3. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Through that first one, they turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, got a huge advantage.
Pass to Lamb. And Lamb slams it home.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
they throw you off. They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little sidestep.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. And good that time.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Lamb slams it home.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Inside. It's stolen by Johnson. From about 19 feet. No good from Lamb.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much. Great awareness from the athletic forward. Kent Bazemore is always looking to get up for oops like that.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys.
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. Back to Johnson. Portland, no good that time either. Rockets leading by 6. A beautiful reverse layup. Bazemore's got 4 points in the quarter.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Kept alive. Here's Papagiannis. No good with the layup.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
Jordan with the rebound. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Down low.
Well, Westbrook draws so much attention, so takes advantage there, finds a teammate.
Lets a floater go. Pass to Lamb. Back to Johnson. Johnson draws the double. No good from Lamb.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
You know, every night that I get a chance to be called to do a broadcast and sit here courtside. That just happened.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
And it's Johnson penetrating. That shot off the mark. And it's Houston the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They'll start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Lots of room. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
They've also taken care of some of the details in this game, and that's why they're ahead. And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
The drive by Jordan. Throws it up high.
Westbrook more and more becoming a lethal distributor.
Trailblazers trailed by 12. Goes up with the stripe. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Back to Jordan. Houston moving the ball around. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Here's Johnson. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Giannis can't hit.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Man, what a missed opportunity there. Really just came down to some poor timing.
That one goes. Count it.
I like to watch Devin Booker get himself in that in-between area on the floor, get a jump shot off like that. Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Rockets leading by 8. The drive by Jordan. And he makes the 8-footer. Jordan's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Rockets. Johnson, wide open, he fires. No good from 18.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
High post shot. The offensive rebound. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here is Johnson. 10 points for him. Count it.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And count it from 19 feet away. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends.
And with Bamba, in addition to his crazy length, you also get a player who's extremely smart.
How about getting scholarship offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard? You can see him thinking on the court. He's deliberate in the things that he does. Bright, bright future ahead for him.
Drains the three-pointer. Dinwiddie's got 11 points.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
You really couldn't ask for a better finisher for that play. Bamba able to go above and beyond there. It makes him a humongous target.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Brent, we're seeing a number of superstars sign shorter contracts with early opt-outs. Why have we seen that trend?
Well, I think in some of those cases, the players are knowing that the opportunity for a larger cap in the successive years, they want the opportunity to maximize their earning potential. So seeing a Kevin Durant or a LeBron James sign a one-year deal or a 1+1, it gives them the opportunity to cash in a year later for the type of contract that they deserve, the maximum contract allowable.
To the inside. Here's Papagiannis. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The open shot by Johnson. Connects in the foul line jumper. Johnson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, Booker's just filling it up right now. A tremendous scorer. Feels like he's getting better.
Grant outside. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. Grant's got his first basket of the night. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to Grant. Houston moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. From down in the low post, it goes. Grant's got his second basket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
Now a timeout called by Portland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And taken away by Johnson. Back to Johnson. Shot on the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Trailblazers trailed by 13. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. .137 left to play here in the third. Here's Grant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Grant's got 6.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
He gets that one. And that's 18 points for Devin Booker.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Shot from the low block. And good that time. Johnson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the court.
Houston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Trailblazers trailed by 14. And he lays it straight in. Johnson's got 12 points here in the second half.
I can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
For Houston, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And Grant drops them both. And here's Portland. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home.
Well, if Booker's that close, the D is done for. He can't let a good scorer like that get whatever he wants, especially on the inside. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And here's Portland. A 12-point game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Good on the shot. Johnson's got 26.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
No good from Grant. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That is his first foul of the game. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Here's Johnson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Johnson's got 18 points just in the second half. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Rockets lead by 8. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Trailblazers trail by 8. Bazemore grabs the miss.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Here's Johnson. It's good from inside. Johnson's got 30 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Gets it to go. That one good from Papagiannis.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's in there. That's now 32 points for Johnson.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. From the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
Man, I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovich looks good every time it leaves his hands.
Now he's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Pass to Zeller. Kicks it out to Johnson. And that one drops for him. Johnson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Papagiannis. Hits the jump hook. And the Rockets lead by 7.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game has broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Houston leading by 7. Pass to Pippen. Back to Jordan. He lobs it up. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
And a wide open look for Jordan. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game. Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second. And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
Sometimes the easy play is the right play. You take a chance when you go for that big finish.
And it's Houston on the break. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Really good at getting down the floor. When Bamba is hustling, good things often happen in transition.
Shot left block. And Johnson puts it in. Johnson's got 36.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Houston leading by 10.
Yeah, you could see the defense break down, but credit the aggressive play of Westbrook for making that happen.
The first one falls. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Russell Westbrook, passionate about the game of basketball, Brent, we know that, but fashion among his foremost interests outside the game.
Yeah, the honor the gift fashion line, which, you know, Kevin, you and I don't think we have much in our closets from that, but got to respect it. Fearless, not only on the court, but off the court in some of the attire that Russell Westbrook brings to the game.
Here's the three. The rebound by Johnson. Trailblazers trail by 12. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The drive by Jordan. Pass to Redick. It's stolen by Johnson.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Rockets.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Russell Westbrook.
I really liked the ball movement all night long. He was excellent at setting the table for his guys. Table for four.
Takes a three. Offensive rebound. Johnson for three.
And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Now here's Jordan. So we see Houston taking the W here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.